Hey guys, are we live? Ah. I have comments rolling in. I have the live stream going to my channel and also to Kristy's channel. So let's see if we're going to start having perhaps the comments coming in from her channel and my channel on so that I can see it. Kristy will be able to see her own comments. I think you have to mute your Zoom. Okay, cool. Woo! You guys, we are so excited. Kristy finished reading the book, and I've sort of been skimming through it today to kind of refresh myself a little bit about what's going on, and really super excited about it. So I'm going to go to... I'll look at the people who I see in here. I see Peggy Blanchard is here. Shannon Rhodes, Denise Sunquist, Shelley Clark, Tangerine Marketing. Do you know Tangerine Marketing? Because I don't think I've seen her name before. So that's, see? What? It's coming in on my side too, so I can see everybody. Okay, I've got Carrie Living Good. I've got Phyllis Blinn from Ohio, Kimberly Swinson, Estelle Landry, Mary Jane Ellinger, Kimberly Gallo, A. Ward, Vicky Sewing Adventures over in Australia. Yay! Cassandra Boyer is here. Tina Palmer. Scrunchins is here. That's Miss Seeley. Cammie Canfield is here. Brandy Lane. Leah Jones. Stacy Baker. Claire Morash. I hope I'm saying everybody's name right. You guys let me know if I'm not. Rianne Reed. Regine Stevens is here, and we have Deborah here, Pam Sandlin, Brandy from Colorado, Joan from Tennessee. Okay, so we have people rolling in fast and furious, so excited. This is our inaugural book club discussion, and we're really excited. So what we will do is Kristy and I will start having a little discussion about the book. And if you want to come in to the Zoom call with us, it is not required. But if you'd like to, and your camera ready, in your own opinion, because I think anybody's fine. Just, you know, pajamas would be fine with me. Then we'll pull you guys in. I can't promise that we can pull everybody in, but you'll come into our sort of a waiting room area. And then whenever you would be brought onto camera, I would then click to ask you to unmute your microphone, and then you're all set. So that's what we'll do. And everybody else who's coming in now, thank you so much for coming in. The book is
Hi guys.
Best Friends Forever by Jennifer Weiner. I'm saying it right now. Why don't you take it away, Kristy? Let us know what you want to talk about tonight, how you want to go about it.
I'm a last minute Nelly, and I wanted the book to be fresh in my head. So I just started the book yesterday. I read it for one short sitting yesterday morning or yesterday afternoon, finished it this morning. So I read it in 2 pretty short sittings. I am a fast reader, but it was a fast read, so I loved that. And I'm ready to talk. I took notes as I read.
See, you're better than me on that one. I didn't take notes. I did not take notes. You're better than me.
No. And I think we have some discussion questions, too, that we found online.
Yes.
I saw a chitter-chatter in the Facebook group. I was trying not to read what people were thinking of the book because I wanted to have my own opinion. So I was kind of staying quiet over there. But we definitely want you in the Facebook group to talk, chat. If you're reading another book, tell us about it.
Absolutely.
That was with me in Atlanta this weekend. And I bought this book. I think it's going to be my next read. It's called Truly Madly. It's the story of Vivian Lee and Sir Laurence Olivier. So anyway, that's my next read. But I liked the book. I liked that it was fast. I liked that there was a lot of like 80s references, like her mom's hair smelled like Breck shampoo. Or she had, what else? Oh, her mom had the chain belt on. I loved a chain belt in the 80s. When she said they did a AAA triptych,
I know.
my mom was obsessed, and my grandparents with the AAA triptych.
We did it. Jim and I used to do it all the time.
Yes, and I felt like there was a part of it to me with all the nostalgia, because it's written like, what, 10 years ago or something, that felt really comforting. I don't know, and nostalgic. I liked that part of it. I liked that it was a little retro. They talked about Harvest Gold, Formica, and avocado green appliances. This is what I don't remember, though, Yvette. Do you remember? Maybe it wasn't a Florida thing, or maybe it just wasn't my people, but they were talking about mirrored backsplashes. Did y'all grow up with a mirrored backsplash?
Well, we didn't have. A thing? Well, I remember that, like, all of the closets had a mirror on it. And I know that I had friends who had mirrored backsplashes, but it was in the bathroom. It wasn't hers like in the kitchen?
It was in the kitchen.
Yeah, we didn't do it in the kitchen. I never saw it in the kitchen. Yeah.
I was there in the 70s too, and some of it was the 70s and some of it was the 80s. I think they kind of blended through.
Yeah.
For sure, but I don't remember mirrored. That's something I feel like I would remember. As a little kid, you'd be like, kids and mirrors.
And honestly, to me, I would think that would have even been further back. Like, that might have even been 60s. Because I know
parents had lived there for 15 years. So maybe it was just older. But I even remember my grandparents' house was a little dated for a long time, and I feel like we might have even had the avocado green appliances.
We did.
But I just don't remember.
And my grandparents.
Remember the mirrored backsplashes. I gotta go look at pictures. I'm gonna go look at pictures for inspiration, because I'm totally intrigued by that for some reason.
Well, I have to tell you that now I'm gonna start taking notes, because that would probably help me.
I don't know. Anything that stood out to me, and it seems like most of what I read, what I wrote down, were the nostalgic things that I thought were very interesting. So that's kind of what I liked about the book. It just felt like a walk down memory lane. It did feel very much like Firefly Lane. I'm not sure which book was written first. I have a feeling maybe this one.
I think this one was. This one was written, I think, in 2006, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, wow.
Yes, okay. Because when I went back to look, and I did that because there were some people that I saw were making comments about how it wasn't Jennifer Weiner's. Sorry, Weiner. I keep going the wrong way.
I used to say
like it wasn't as good.
I heard it Weiner.
And so I think this book was her third book. This is the third book she wrote. So obviously anybody who's doing something is going to get better. So obviously, so the books she's writing now obviously are better.
I liked her writing. I thought it was really easy to read, though.
It was.
Okay, Kimberly is saying the smoky mirror wall with the marble veining. Now, I remember the mirrors with the marble veining and the smoky mirrors. I do remember that. For sure.
Yes, that's what I remember.
Okay.
Yes. That's
I have a stainless steel block backsplash that was here before we moved here that we've never changed.
Yep.
Hi, Jody from British Columbia. We're so glad you're here. Karen read, okay, that was a book pick that I picked. Karen said, confession, I read the wrong book. 3 things about Elsie. One of the other choices. This book was one of the best I've ever read. Okay, so that's good to know. We need to add that to our list.
Because I bought all the books, and I'm going to read them all. I'm in the middle of reading Deconstructed right now. Or I've just finished it. I just finished it.
Okay.
I didn't think it was okay. It was okay.
If you're looking for a good book, she's saying 3 things about Elsie. Was that the one about the little old lady? I can't remember. The old lady, I think?
Oh, my goodness. I don't remember.
I don't remember. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, reminded you of Firefly Lane. Leah and Deborah are saying the same thing. And Beth. Yeah. A lot of bare areas had mirrors backsplashes. Okay. Yeah. I remember them over the bar. I do remember that, Cammie. Mirrors over the bar. Okay. I don't know why I found that fascinating. Mirrors on the backsplashes.
I know.
I actually screenshotted a passage in the book, but I'm filming this for my phone, so I can't read it. But it was at the very beginning, and I felt like it was very much foreshadowing. I thought it was very interesting too because I had a best friend growing up, and we weren't similar in the situations that Valerie and Addie were, but like my mom was a stay-at-home mom. My dad was a high school, when we were younger, a high school PE coach, basketball coach, all of that. So we didn't have a lot of money. My mom babysat. She always babysat somebody that was my age and somebody that my brother's age. Kind of made her life easier because we would just play. You know, she sent us out to play all the time. And so I remember that my best friend's name was Paige, and she was wealthy. She was an only child. Both of her parents worked. And I always thought like everything about her was so special. Like everything felt very opulent. Everything felt very mysterious to me. But she liked coming over to my house because my mom baked cookies, and my mom was like more the homemaker and the soft. So I think from her perspective, I probably was the Addie, and from my perspective, she definitely was the Valerie because her mom worked all the time. I remember going over there one time and eating this soup. I think I've told the story on my channel before, but I ate this soup, and it was the best soup I'd ever had in my whole life. And I grew up with all this homemade, yummy soup. And I never knew what it was until like 15 years later. It was ramen. The rich people served me ramen, and I loved it. So I think in terms of the Addie and the Valerie thing, the grass is always greener, you know, on the other side. And sometimes you don't see, you know, the downside. Like I felt like I did have feelings because she had more than I did, but she had feelings because, you know, maybe my mom was home and had more time, and you know what I'm saying? So.
Yep, I do.
Karen said yes. Karen. Okay, I was like, "Are you calling me old lady, Karen?" I'm kidding. Okay, the Elsie book is about the old ladies. Yeah.
Okay,
I actually, that was one of my picks, so I'm gonna have to go back and read that one.
Yeah, I'm totally gonna read that one.
Feel free to talk about. My best friend and I weren't very popular, and then my best friend got very popular, and I remember being very heartbroken. Yeah, I can definitely see that. We moved and kind of separated when I was in 6th grade and didn't keep in touch very much. But yeah, I think that from that perspective, the grass is always greener. I also thought it was interesting and very sad when John had his accident, and she said that he kind of stayed a kid.
Yeah.
Like he never grew up.
That was tough.
Yeah. It probably was easier for him, maybe. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know, because, I mean, you know, I guess you'd have to... Those kinds of situations, you almost have to be in them. You know what I mean? Like, I would hate to try to, like, say what I think, except that I guess if you're in that situation where now your brain is, like, limited, he may not even know the difference.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd hope that he wouldn't know the difference.
Yeah.
And then it would be easier, you know.
I felt bad when that happened to John. I was very sad. I didn't really see that coming. However, if you haven't read the book, close your ears for a minute, because I have to say, I did predict this. How many people saw that it wasn't cancer, but that Addie was pregnant? Yeah.
Right from the beginning. Yeah. I knew that's what it was.
Yeah.
At least I was, well, I was certainly hoping so, but yes, that was like top of my mind. I was like, no.
I was happy for it. Yeah.
Very.
But I also felt in that aspect, I don't know about you, but I read on my Kindle most of the time. Like,
I'm Audible.
Like physical books. I do like them, but because I'm getting older, I like the Kindle because I can raise the font, can make it bigger, and it's backlit. But it was telling me it was at 94% of the book had been read, and then all of a sudden it just stopped. And I guess it was all the credits and things. But I felt like the book ended so abruptly. Am I the only one that felt that way?
No, I get that too. I do. And that also might be a bit of her inexperience at that time, since it was like I said, it was the third book she wrote. Maybe that's why she just kind of ended it that way. Yeah, I wanted to know a little bit more too. I could have, I didn't want it to go on forever, but I do think that there could have been a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also thought the road trip in the middle that they took was like,
oh my goodness. That was one of my favorite parts of the whole book.
Well, I liked it, but I wanted more. I wanted to be more Thelma and Louise, and they kept giving us more backstory. There was chapters and chapters and chapters where we didn't hear about them in the present time. And I was like, what happened?
Oh, I'm talking about whenever she went on the trip with her and with
Val.
when Addie went with Val and her mom. Because
oh my gosh, I did love that.
I loved that part, and I kept thinking, if her parents could see her right now,
I know they
would have been freaking out.
A little bit of an inkling. I mean, they saw how that mother was, but I think they were so desperate for to have a friend, which I totally get.
Yeah.
So a lot of you were saying you thought that you wanted more at the end. Okay, I'm glad it wasn't just me. And a lot of people are saying that you're e-reader people. I get it. Oh, Rainbow Turned Galaxy deleted her comment.
There's a deleted comment? Say it isn't so.
Y'all might not
What'd you say? What'd you say?
My channel, it freaks YVETTE out when somebody deletes a comment.
Yeah, that freaks me out. I want to know what you said.
She thinks you're talking about her, and then you delete it.
That's what it is. I think y'all are saying bad stuff about me. No. I just got FOMO. I want to know.
Yeah, you wanted more of Addie falling in love with Jordan. Yeah, that was really fast. I also thought that Jordan was a little weird with the things that he did with the kids' TV person. I was like, I really didn't want to read that, but
yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oh yes, Sandra, when they snuck into the grandpa's house. I had a feeling that's who it was, but she was so quiet about it that I wasn't sure.
And I kept going, why are they being all quiet? But then it was it became very obvious. I was like, okay, I get it. But I honestly thought that, I didn't realize that they were there until it was the whole, not talking and all that kind of stuff. Because first it was just, lay on top of the bed or whatever. And I just figured she didn't want there to be any, evidence that they had stayed or something. But, yeah.
Yeah, Kimberly's saying I wish I knew more of the story. And I agree with that. Yeah. I definitely think her later books are better. You're seeing more. I did like the book, though. I did. I liked it. I think it was easy to read. And, sometimes when you read a heavy book or a thick book, you just want something really easy.
Yeah.
The Nighty Night Lady. Yes, Tina. And I think because some of the people that they were talking about, I remember when my kids were little, and I think I remember, I don't know if they're taking it, if that's a real person or they're taking it from something else, but I think there was somebody like that I remember, and I was like, oh my goodness. It was hilarious that they couldn't flush the toilet.
Yes, and I just thought that he was just weird. And then when it was they started, and then when they were starting to do the whole falling in love, first of all, that happened way too fast. And then secondly, I kept going, he's having fun. I don't know any other way to say it, to some lady on a children's show. I'm like, what? This is the guy she's going to fall for now? I was like, oh no.
I know, Rainbow. We're just kidding. It's okay that you deleted your comment.
Oh yes, no, please, please, no. You're gonna get. Yes, you'll get to know me better. I'm a little kook over here.
It's just a joke. You're totally fine.
You are totally fine.
And I agree. An epilogue that would have been perfect. That talked about the new neighbor and her daughter growing up together, kind of bringing it forward would have been really, really great.
I agree. Yeah. Okay, so
yeah,
are we gonna have people who want to come on and talk with us? Anybody?
Why don't you drop the link? Also, you guys, YVETTE's dropping the link. why don't you, if you don't mind, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button on either my channel or her channel. It really does help us in the algorithm. Thank you. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. We would appreciate that too.
So if anybody wants to come on Zoom with us, all you have to do is click on that link. It is, you have to log into Zoom. Okay, it looks like we have one person. We have Nita. Nita, we are bringing you on.
You know what, guys? I'm also going to put a link in case. Oh, I just lost my.
You did put the link in.
No, I was going to put the link to. I just lost our Zoom. Where did it go? I was going to put the link to the Facebook group just in case somebody.
Okay.
I know what I did. I was going to put the link to the Facebook page just in case somebody. If you're not, we're almost at 350 of that.
Oh my goodness.
People.
Thank
When
you guys. I thought that if we were going to hit 200 that we were so stoked. We were like, I think we're going to hit 200. I think we're going to, and now we're like at almost 350. We were together this past weekend and we were both like so happy about this book club because I know that in separate times she and I have been trying to get something like this going. I think that she's been doing it a lot more than I have, but I was trying to do the book club thing too. And so now that we've got this going together, first of all, it makes it a whole lot easier because we can rely on each other and we don't have to do everything. And then the second thing is that it's brought all of you guys together, which is great too, because we both have such great audiences and people who watch us all the time. So we're so super stoked. So thank you. We wanted to throw that in there for sure.
Yeah, and I love that y'all are just taking over and you're all like remaining positive for the most part, and like somebody made a post about how you get the book for free and all the different ways, and I mean y'all are just making it fun in there. Even if we're not active day in and day out, we want you guys to be active in there. So if you're reading a current book, like I'm definitely going to put a review here, put your review over there, or if you read a book that was just sucky, let us know over there too. Okay, but here's Nita.
We got Nita. Nita, why don't you tell us what you thought?
Well, okay, so I have to say I really did enjoy the story. The story was very good. I agree with you, Yvette. The detective was a little bit creepy. I think maybe that was probably a part that could have been left out, but
I agree.
It's okay. I think she really did rush the whole romance between the two of them. I wanted more. I wanted them to have more interesting interactions. But like I said, I really enjoyed the story. I just think that it wasn't as developed as I would have expected. And you said it was one of her first books. Like it was like only the third book she wrote.
Yeah.
So I give her some grace because it is, it takes time to really develop your style. But it was a good story. It progressed fairly well. Character development could have been a little better, but it was still pretty good. I felt like I was reading the story of me and my friend Kathy because she came from a much more well-to-do family and I wasn't from the well-to-do family. She always was like, well, you have a mom that cares about you, and I was always like, well, you have everything that you need. And it was definitely something that made me click to something in the past, in my own past.
Yeah.
It was good.
I agree. I think it might be interesting to go like, I mean, if we all like the book club and we're like a year in, it might be fun to do like a Jennifer Weiner book, like a new one this time next year. Just to see how her style has progressed. Yeah, definitely. I think that would be great. Yeah.
I agree.
I have to agree with you on that. I was like you, Kristy, though. I didn't want to jump in on all the discussion on Facebook because I got the book and read it fairly early on. And like you, I read it in 2 days. It was a quick read. I was just like, okay, let me read it while I have a chance between this class and this thing.
Yeah.
It was a little too quick. I wanted more. I did find myself wanting more.
Yeah, I did too. I think I'm seeing a lot of people. Now, what's interesting in the comments is there's somebody said they thought the bank gig was hilarious.
I thought it was hilarious.
That they thought it was too far-fetched. And I think it was both. I think it was too far-fetched and
hilarious. Yeah.
At the same time.
But that's what made it so stinking funny.
Yes.
Okay. Do we have
the fact that it was so far-fetched.
Jelly Bean is about to start sewing over here. I'm sorry. What?
I thought I saw somebody else.
I was gonna.
No, there. Yeah, so I wanted to make a statement about that, just to let you guys know. Whenever you click on the link to come in, you are automatically going to be put in a waiting room. And then when we are ready for you, we'll put you in. But you have to stay in the waiting room and wait until we're pulling you in. I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. So I know that somebody came on and we hadn't let you in yet, but that's because we still have Nita on. And, you know, I think right now it's probably better for us to stick to just one person. We might do two, but we will get to you, I promise. And if we're not going to get to you, I will totally announce it.
There she is. There's Angela.
Is she back? Okay.
Yeah, get Angela in here.
Okay, so we will kick Nita out.
Thank you,
Nita. Bye, Nita. Thank you so much, sweetie. Thank you. I'm going to put you in the waiting room, Nita, and then you just back out, okay?
Got you.
Okay. All right, now we're going. Now, I don't know where on earth. Okay, she left again.
Oh, I see her. Oh, she did leave again.
No, she left again.
Come
back. We're totally wanting to bring you in.
We're this too, you guys. Be patient with us.
Okay, so while we're waiting for her to come back, because we really want you to come back, honey bun, we want to know what you have to say. I will make just a couple of little announcements. The first being after the live, sometime after the live tonight, I am going to put a poll in the Facebook group so that you guys can vote on our next book for March, okay? And you guys have a couple days, and then on Friday, we will announce the book. And when we announce the book, we will say, this is the book, this is the next book discussion date and time, and we're going to try to do it the same way we did here, so that we can have it on both channels. I think it makes it easier for comments because, you know, they come so fast and furious sometimes. So we'll do the same thing. And then,
and just so you know, we did decide on an Irish theme because it's St. Patrick's Day. We are trying to be really respectful of all you guys and your resources. So we're trying to find books that hopefully you can get in the library or easily. That's not to say that we might not do a new release at some point, but we are trying to be sensitive to make sure that as many people can be involved. We don't want you not to be able to be involved because you can't afford to buy a book. So,
Oh, yeah. And then after we have
4 choices, right? Yvette picked the books this time.
I think I actually got 5 this time. So you may have an extra one there. I think I have 5. It may be 4, but you have at least 4 to choose from. And then
she
once
picked
we
4, and she's like, "You want to look at them?" And I'm like, "Nope, I trust you."
And I tried to pick quite different books if I could. You know, when you start talking about an Irish theme, sometimes they kind of just go down one road. Okay, so, but it'll have synopsises so you can go and check it out and read about it, see which one you want. After we have made that announcement, then for April, we have decided that we're going to let you guys vote on the type of book we read. So whether it's going to be a biography or self-help. I mean, yeah, we'll put all kinds of stuff, and it'll be you guys could choose, and then we'll do that. That way, we're not constantly just reading chick lit, right? Which we have nothing bad about. But
Angela is saying when she goes into the Zoom, her phone turns off YouTube, which I think is right. Correct or no?
That's possible. Yeah.
You can still come. Go ahead and join Angela and see if we can get you in.
And then you can always go back to the YouTube after you're out.
Yeah. Because we love to see you.
Yeah, and we'd love to be able to talk to you. So you may not be able to see yourself until you go for the replay.
Kimberly, here's the real tea on your question. She said, "Are you open to suggestions for future books?" That is like opening Pandora's box. So
We have
open?
350
Yes, we are.
people.
However, with 350 people, there's 350 people that are going to want a book. So yes, we're open to suggestions, but we're trying. We're just realize we're not going to make everybody happy. That's why we're going to let y'all pick the genre in April. So feel free to suggest, absolutely. But that doesn't mean necessarily that we're going to check. Okay,
Dora,
Dora.
I do see you there, Dora. But we're gonna is the other girl coming? I forgot her name. Angela, are you gonna come? Type a note. Because if you're not going to come because you changed your mind, that's okay. But I don't want to bring Dora in and then you're about to pop in. Oh, there she is. Okay, we're going to bring Angela in first. Dora, just sit tight.
Yeah, Dora, stay tight. We're gonna get you.
We're going to come back to you, honey bun.
You don't think we can get them both?
Do you want to do them both? The thing is that we'll start losing bandwidth. I don't know. It'll be my computer here. We can try.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, now you should be able to unmute your phone there, Angela. Awesome.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Thanks.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can totally hear you.
Good.
You're on live.
Everything. Spill the tea on what you thought about the book.
Sorry, I have to warn you, I've got a great big dog.
We love dogs.
We love dogs and
It's
cats
fine.
and all the animals. Fine.
Everybody.
Let him bark.
Yep.
For her.
So, one of the things I really loved about it was, both moms had their faults, but I loved how she was gracious to those mothers, and both were displayed beautifully. Like it was amazing to me that she didn't use any derogatory remarks toward women. Everybody had their faults, but she wrote them in a beautiful way.
Mm-hmm.
I love that you said that, Angela. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I thought that even though they were very different, but yet, like you said, they had respect for each other and they didn't. Yeah, I noticed that too. I thought that was great.
Yeah, that's what I want to say. I love the way she showed women.
That's a really good comment. I agree. I think so too. I think she did a good job.
Awesome. Good book.
Okay. I'm going to put you back into the waiting room and then you can just exit, okay?
All right.
Okay. Thanks for coming on.
I love seeing everybody's faces.
I know.
Because
All right, Dora.
Your names or your memes or what do you call that?
Like our avatar?
Avatars, I guess. Yeah, sometimes I don't see pictures or I just see a little tiny picture. So it's really neat to see you guys' faces.
I know. I love that too. All right, we got Dora's connecting. She's coming in.
All right. Dora, the explorer.
I don't know that.
That was Emma's favorite show.
Oh, really?
Favorite. She would sit in front of the TV and go, da, 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 da.
Did she learn Spanish?
She a little bit.
A little bit?
Little.
Yeah. No, I think that's great. I think that part's amazing. And that's a really smart thing to do. Okay, Dora, you don't have your microphone on, honey bun.
Which is okay. You can figure it out, I think. You guys. Please.
What happened?
No. I think it's a good thing.
What's a good thing? That she doesn't have a microphone?
No. This was something. I had an email come through.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. I made it about me for a minute. I've been waiting. I was waiting for a video to get approved so I could put it up today.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
It wasn't happening, and I think they just approved it. So
excellent.
That's good. Now I can't put it up till Thursday. Whatever. I mean, it's fine. Okay.
Okay.
See Dora.
Yeah, I get Dora. We can't. Are you seeing a microphone, or is it asking you if it can have access to your microphone? Because I think that's what it will do. I wish I knew what to do to help her. We're both kind of like limited tech-wise.
I still see Angela on the screen.
Oh, really? Because I don't.
Okay. Maybe hold on.
Are you on your YouTube? Because maybe that's what you're seeing. Because there is a delay.
I was lagging.
Okay.
Okay, Dora.
See, because I click on her and I don't see. Oh, it says ask to start video. Let's try that and see if that happens first.
Your girls love Dora too, Leah. I secretly wanted to see the live action Dora movie that was out a couple years ago. It looks so dumb, but I wanted to see it just because memories.
Sometimes we just want to see the dumb stuff, no matter what.
So, Kimberly, do you have a suggestion for a future book? Let us know. Hello again. Angela's back.
Hi, Angela.
I feel like the chat got quiet.
That's another thing that I forgot to mention is that KRISTY and I are going to stay live for 1 hour during any book discussion, unless everything goes quiet, and then we will just go away, not in a bad way, just, you know, once we're done talking, we'll close it up. But if everything's going like fast and furious, we'll definitely stay here for an hour and talk about the book.
And if you guys have questions like for us, you're welcome to ask.
Oh yeah. Anything's game. Doesn't mean we have to answer, but you can ask.
You know, we can talk about.
Okay, so like I see Dora over there, and I'm clicking on everything. Dora, sweetie, I don't know. Are you typing in the chat? Let me go over there and look in the chat.
Forgotten seamstress. Ooh, historical fiction. I love. Yvette, do you like historical fiction?
I would read it. It's not my fave, but I would read it. But you know what? The thing is, whenever you join, when you join a book club, you have to know that you're not going to read things that you always, or that it's not always going to be something that you thought, oh yeah, I'm dying to read that. You know, I mean, that's how it happens. And I know that you and I had this discussion that I'm still in my book club, in Australia. So all my girls in Australia, we still have a book club, and there are so many times. There's one, like I like true crime, and then there's another girl who likes like all of the vampire, witch, you know, all of that kind of stuff, kind of books. And then we have a very she likes literary, you know what I'm saying? Like the books that are kind of, I don't know how to explain them, like literature kind of things. Yeah. And so it's like we're all like, you know, have a turn to give books. So we take turns, and we're all in order. And there are a lot of times when I have to read some books and I'm going, are you kidding me right now? Like the girl who likes the one with all of the witches and the vampires and all that, a lot of times her book is like 1,000 pages. And I'm like, girl, are you serious right now? It's bad enough you making me read about whatever, but now it's 1,000 pages. What are we gonna?
I know. Well, I think there's a lot of mysteries, which is your genre. But
yeah.
I've seen several people that are saying historical fiction. I like that too.
But that's why I'm saying, like, personally, I think it's good for us to read stuff that's outside of what we would normally read, because I have found lots of books that they have chosen that I ended up really enjoying, and I never would have picked them up because it's not my genre. It's not like what I normally would read. So I just embrace it, you know? And like the book that we just read, it's not something, if I had known like how it was going to be, it probably wouldn't be something that I was going to pick up on my own. But then I actually really enjoyed it. I mean, I thought it was great. You know, I got to a section where I thought, okay, this is obviously going to be a book where if I just suspend everything in my brain and just enjoy it, just have fun, because it is a fun book. It was just like the bank robbery thing and I was about to pee my pants. It was so funny. I just thought it's great. So yeah, we're not going to always be able to read like our fave thing, but I'm cool with that. You know, I like that. A lot of people
like Ruth Ware. I like Ruth Ware.
I like Ruth Ware too. Yep.
Let's see. I saw a couple of questions come through.
Okay, Dora, I'm just going to put you in the waiting room, hon. And if you want to come in, you can let me know and just put it in the chat. Because right now, I can't seem to get your video or your sound to start. So I'm going to just put you over in the waiting room. If somebody else wants to come in, you guys can do that. And I will put the link again.
Somebody said, how many Jennifer Weiner books have you both read? I'm not sure. I've read 3 probably.
I think 3. I think this was my 3rd one.
Because she did In Her Shoes.
Yep, and I like that one.
Did she do the one about the sister? Is that the one about the sisters?
I know I read another one, but it's not coming to my head right now. Well, the one about the sisters, isn't that In Her Shoes?
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It was made no movie. I love the movie, too.
Kimberly asked, how did we meet? We met through YouTube. 5 years? Has it been 5 years?
Oh, I think it's been longer than that now.
Probably. We were both doing unboxings. Yvette actually found me and started commenting. And then I had done a box swap with another YouTuber. And then we decided to do it again and asked other people. So I kind of was getting to know Yvette in the comments, and I invited her. And then we went on like a little trip with Fashion. And
the Fab Five.
Up to the trip, Fab Five. Then we started, as we led up to the trip, we just knew that we clicked. You know, you just meet your person, you just click with them. And we've been, ever since. It's weird because we met online, and I remember that first time we met in Nashville.
I know.
5 years ago or whatever. It was like, oh my gosh, I watched these people on YouTube, and now I'm seeing them. It was very surreal. But that's how we met, and we've been on several trips together. And she was just in Atlanta. If you don't know Yvette's channel, if you're on my channel, she has a quilting channel. So she was just here in Atlanta for QuiltCon. And I was like, well, I'll go with you. And I helped her do a reel, and then we hung out. And then Saturday we got to spend the day together and shopped, and we're bad.
I'm going to turn her into a quilter yet.
I'm tempted if I didn't already not have a sewing machine.
She's already gotten me into all the fashion. I mean, I'm not even going to tell y'all how much I spent on clothes while I was there.
We got her looking. Well, she always looks cute, but we got her looking. Ooh.
I was looking hot.
And we just we talk every day on Marco Polo, and mostly 10 times a day on Marco Polo.
At least.
And I don't know. We just.
Yes, now we're best friends forever, Leah. Oh my goodness. She's my lobster. Isn't that what it was? It the lobster? You're my lobster.
You're my lobster. So that's how we met, and we just realized that whether we're normal or we're not normal, we're not sure which, but we are that way together.
Now, Darlene says, Yvette, I saw your QuiltCon reel. Well, let me tell you, Darlene, Miss KRISTY filmed that and edited it and everything, so it was all her.
I was like, do this. Do that. Walk in front of this wall.
She was like, run over to that area over there. So I'm like running around. People looking at me like I'm crazy. And I'm like, yeah, I am though. Really. Sherry says,
I have one of her pieces. She made me, I think it was that first swap, because she has all kinds of quilting, but her specialty is foundation paper piecing. And she made me a foundation paper pieced pineapple, because y'all know I love some pineapples, and it's gorgeous. It's on my desk.
So Sherry G says, what did you all think of the friendship between Addie and Valerie?
I thought it was believable, actually.
I did think it was believable, but it still upset me that they kind of parted there. But that is very believable, though. Like, the way it happened, stuff that even though you're sitting there and you're thinking, oh, like Val wasn't such a great friend because of what she did in high school to make them go there. But you know what? That's like it's so typical. We don't think about it always that way, but girls can be, like, for lack of a better term, on live, kind of bratty. And so...
Yeah, I'll just say it. I'm not going to say the real word, but they can.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm trying to remember the character's name that got hit by the car. His name was Dan Swansea. It was humorous, although not really, because he was essentially being held against his will. I mean, I
thought it was funny, though.
It was cold, and she took a picture and went in his best light. but it was funny at the same time. It was funny.
But I don't think she ended up doing anything with it, did she? I mean, I don't remember them saying, oh, like she sent it to the whole school or something. I mean, she wouldn't have known them anymore, but.
So Angela, that cat behind Yvette is Jelly Bean.
Oh,
Wait, is that Jelly Bean?
Yeah, that's Jelly Bean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yvette has 4 cats and I have 3, so we share our love of kitties. But
We
Jelly
love
Bean,
cats.
y'all have to watch Yvette open the cat lady box because Jelly Bean gets right in it in front of the camera. He's all up in the business. He lays down in the box. She can't get the stuff out. It's hysterical every month when she opens that.
Every time.
Yeah. He had that coming for what he did. I agree, Sherry.
I agree too. I thought he deserved it. She didn't do anything. I mean, other than, whenever she thought she killed him with the car. But I kind of figured that hadn't happened. I kind of figured that she was probably so drunk she didn't realize that nothing really happened. And yeah, I don't know. But I just thought the whole book was so funny.
Joan said, I had a hard time believing Addie would drop everything after that length of time to help her to that degree. I have to say,
I believe it.
I do too, because I know we had a little thing briefly, and we're talking just briefly, and had she, well, I know it was not that length of time, but had she come to me and said, I need you to help me have a body.
I need you to help me bury a body. I would be like, well, I need to buy a shovel, but no worries.
Yeah.
You need special dirt? You need some some lime?
Yep. I wonder if Dan being redeemed ends up with Mary. We can probably create our own sequel with the speculating since it ends abruptly. Good thought. I did think that was not unbelievable, but a little bit like, I mean, I believe that God can change anybody's heart, but that seemed really, really quickly. And I thought it was funny that another outcast from school was one that kind of brought him to his knees.
Yeah, and that is probably the one thing that I had a really hard time believing, just to be honest, because I don't know. I don't know.
Every time Mary was talking in the book, I was like, what is even going on?
I know. I kept getting so confused. I was like, I don't get it. What is this woman doing?
She was kind of a random character. And when he woke up in the bed and it was her, I thought that was kind of funny. Yeah, I think Mary knew what happened too. It was a misery moment, yes, for sure.
Oh my goodness. So much fun. Wait, I just missed it. Nita says, I would have asked if I needed to get the bleach. Oh gosh. Yep,
I thought
exactly.
she was a weird character at first, but I thought there were several weird characters in the story that weren't developed, but she was an interesting character.
I just, that was the thing. I think that the biggest thing that, if anything, kind of made me go, okay, I don't know who's writing this book, but this is like completely Craytown, is just the sheer number of weirdos that she had in the book, right? Because I was we're sitting there and we're reading about, yeah, and I just was like, and in some of them I kept thinking, why do we even have to hear about that? Like, who is this? What's going to happen? I don't even think that Mary was necessary, but I don't know.
So Sheila said, what's your favorite book of all time? Do you have a favorite book of that?
No, I don't. I can't. There's absolutely no way I could pick a book. You put that, didn't you put that comment in the Facebook group?
I did ask that in the Facebook group.
Yeah, I just can't possibly answer that question. First of all, over the years, because I mean, I've been reading since I could read. I've been reading, and I've always read a lot. And so my tastes have changed along the way, and I just, and I also, if I'm being honest, I don't really like answering that question because I feel like if I say something, and this is totally me, it's just me. This is me. Okay, guys? Ask Christy. I judge myself more than anybody on the planet. I'm afraid that I'm going to say a book and I'm not going to appear intelligent enough. So I don't like that kind of thing. Like,
You don't have to be intelligent. You just like it because you like it.
no, I know that. I know that. But in my head, I think that I have to sound very intelligent because I'm holding this book club discussion. Right? And
It's just for fun. We said it was just for fun.
I know
A
this.
bunch of people in the comments are saying, Joan says Jane Eyre. Heather says Jane Eyre. I do love Jane Eyre. I love Jane Eyre. Such a good one. My favorite is it's called Train for the Lord. It's by I'm going to say she's a missionary, but she was the author of The Hiding Place, Corrie ten Boom, who went into the Jewish concentration camps and came out and told her story. And I make a point to read it every single year. I love that book. Oh, we have Dora's back.
Dora's back. So I'm going to try bringing you in again, Dora. Here we go. Here we go, honey bunny. All right. She's coming in.
Oh, Pride and Prejudice, Darlene. Yes. Yes. But I love Pride and Prejudice on TV with Colin Firth.
See, and I'm not a big, like, hey, Dora! Hey, honey bun. I think, hold on.
We got it. Dora!
I'm just, because I don't think can we hear her? Say something. Nope, we can't hear her. And I don't even see where it says don't unmute.
It's all right.
I would say you could just sign, but I don't know how to read lips or fingers or nothing.
It's all right. You can find it, Dora.
That's okay. Take your time. But we got all night. Well, we got 7 minutes. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, so I just asked you to unmute. There you go. Now we got her.
Do we get her?
I think I'm here.
Yes! Yay!
If you haven't read Train for the Lord, read that one. It came after The Hiding Place.
I finally get to meet you.
Awesome! Hi, Dora! We'd love to hear what you have to say about the book. What do you like or dislike about the book?
Well, first of all, I have to say,
hey, I'm getting a feedback.
So you have to go to your YouTube and mute it.
Okay, gotcha.
Got it? Because you're just hearing yourself and
I'm
you're
doing
hearing
right
us
now.
again. And there's a latency there, so that's why it'll sound real funky.
Got it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now you could talk to us and you won't.
Oh, now it's wanting me to do all sorts of stuff. Did I lose you guys?
Nope, you're here.
You're here. We see you.
But you can you see me?
Yep.
Yes, we can. You're
Okay, I
on.
can
You're
see
live
you.
for everybody right now, honey bunny. Everybody can see you.
Okay. Hi, everybody. From Alabama.
Hello, Dora from Alabama.
Okay, I got you guys now. Book was okay.
What's your favorite? That's all right.
I'm a sci-fi reader.
Okay.
This was definitely out of my area.
Yep.
I thought the characters were pretty good. I thought it did end abruptly. I wanted more, you know. I could have done a little bit less with the detective, but other than that, you know, everything else was okay with it.
Do you have a sci-fi book series or author that you like?
Oh my gosh, there's so many. I like anything Asimov. I like The Traditionalist.
Okay.
Oh, my mind is like,
I
because
know,
I just got finished with the whole series. I just got finished rereading the Foundation series.
Foundation
And
series.
love it. But I read outside the book. Sometimes I'll even read junior sci-fi or fantasy.
Yes.
Just because it's so new
Yeah.
And they don't feel like they have to do politics in a story. It's just a story.
I
Yeah.
love
I
young
like a lot of
adult. I
young
love
adult
young
stories.
adult. Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
Thank
there's a
you.
lot of them I've watched on that. Listen to audio books mostly. I do a lot of reading when I can by book, but yeah, there's a lot of younger books that I like a lot when I don't want to go really deep into sci-fi or like a fantasy sci-fi. But now I do love detective books too. I love all the classics. I love Sherlock Holmes. I love Agatha Christie. I love all the old series like Philip Marlowe's and just a whole bunch of them, you know.
Awesome. I think we got some really good readers.
Getting out of my norm is that's good. That's a good thing.
Well, that's why I was asking you about the sci-fi, because that's out of my norm. But I'm game. I like dystopian type of books. I haven't found as many lately, but I think sci-fi might be interesting for me. So if you think of like your favorite one or one you would recommend, put it on the Facebook group.
Well, I'll tell you, my favorite series, which is really hard to read in the books, is all the Dune books.
The Dune.
They were the first ones I ever read, as far as other than Foundation. But with the movie, you know, the movie out and everything, it's a little bit easier. There's not a lot of that's in the movie that's in the book, but it's you know.
What makes it difficult to read, Dora? What makes it difficult to read? What makes what makes it difficult to read?
It's long and entailed.
Okay. Have you read, Leah's saying one of the best sci-fi books she's ever read is Project Hail Mary. Have you read that one?
Yes, I have. I thought it was good. I thought it was good. There's not a lot of sci-fi and I haven't read.
Okay.
I am 65 years old. Been around a while to read a lot of sci-fi and go to a lot of sci-fi conventions.
Oh my goodness.
Tina, thanks for stopping in.
Oh, well,
yes. I think we're going to be closing it up. So
yeah, I'm sorry I didn't make it to QuiltCon. I really wanted to go this week, last weekend, and I just could not get there.
Yeah, I know. There were a few people who were saying to me that they were sorry that they didn't see me, but honestly, I'm just going to say, not a lot of people said, hey, I'm going to be there. I'd love to meet with you. Otherwise, I would have made an effort to go more days. But since nobody really said anything to me, I told KRISTY, I was like, let's just pick a day. We'll do one day of QuiltCon and one day of shopping and eating cheesecake. And then, you know, and that's what I did. So I wasn't there for a whole bunch of days. I was there for 2 whole days. And so, yeah, it was fun though. It was fun. You missed a good little show, but yeah, we'll meet up someday. Don't you worry.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We totally will. And you said you're in Alabama? Okay. I'm gonna try hard to remember that because you know me and my brain, but yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna scoot you over to the waiting room and we're gonna close it up.
Okay.
Thanks, sweetheart, for keep trying. I appreciate that.
All right. Talk to you later.
Again, you guys, if you haven't hit the thumbs up button, if you don't mind, hit the thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed to our channels, please subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. Make sure you're checking out the Facebook group. Oh, you're going to post it tonight, Yvette?
I'm going to post it tonight, but go ahead and just make sure you check it in the morning. Or just sometime tomorrow, because I will have it in. And, you know, I tend to have very late nights. So.
Well, some of you probably are too, but she's 2 hours behind me. So she's able to do tonight and get it out. But we'll leave up the poll until Friday morning, and then we'll announce the book and we'll announce the date. We have a little bit longer because March is a slightly longer month.
Yep.
I said that this month's book was kind of smaller. It's a good starter book.
Yes. So I'm going to get that poll up. You guys can go and vote. And then on Friday, we'll let you know the book, the time, the date, all of that good stuff. And then there's going to be another poll after that. but before Sunday, that will have you vote on the genre for April. Gotta get the months in my head.
For April, we want to do something, I don't know,
Yes,
different than what we did 2 months of themes, and next month April we'll do a genre.
yeah, and
Also
we do
tell your
want.
friends, if you know of anybody that wants to join the book club,
Yeah.
have them come on over and we'll have fun. I'll do a giveaway this week. I don't know. It'll just be somebody who's participating in the group. I'll just pick somebody and we'll do a giveaway. So
Awesome.
you guys know in the live, and if you're watching the replay, you guys will know too. So go over there and comment, and
Usually when we do this, it'll be also like if Kristy's gonna do a giveaway, I have to do a giveaway. So I'll probably pick somebody too, and we'll just give somebody something, so make sure you're voting, make sure, as long as you're like participating in the voting and stuff, we don't expect everybody to be in there posting every day. Y'all don't have to do all of that.
No, but if we just need a comment or
yeah,
something,
yeah. I mean, we want to stay active and everything, but I don't expect everybody to be dropping what they're doing all the time and just going in there and commenting. You don't have to do that. We just want to make sure everybody's feeling comfortable to talk in the group and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so I think that we will go for tonight. Kristi, you can leave us out.
This was so fun. I really had fun.
This was really so much fun, and it's fun because you guys showed up and actually came and talked about the book and said, this is what we want. So we love you guys. Thank you so much for participating. And we're here for you. You got anything to say? Got any questions or anything? Pop them in the Facebook group, and we're both taking turns going in there and making sure that we listen and we see what you guys are saying. Okie dokie.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye. See you in the Facebook. Flippity flop. I don't know what that was.
I don't know either. We're both nutballs.